Thank you very much, and good evening, everybody. It's great to see you, all of you here once again, and on behalf of AIF, thank you very much for being here. I have to tell you that I'm very nervous. I'm very nervous because my two younger brothers are here. And if I mess up at all in this speech, they're going to call my mother and tell her so. But I'll try not to. It's my privilege and honor to recognize a remarkable woman and a remarkable banker, Chanda Kochhar, the CEO of ICICI Bank. As you know, Chanda, in this country, in the US, is deeply suspicious of bankers. In fact, Thomas Jefferson, one of the founding fathers, said that banking organizations are more dangerous than standing armies. And over most of history, he was right. But Chanda runs as MD and CEO of the ICICI Bank, one of the largest and most profitable standing armies in the world. The ICICI Bank is the largest bank with a nationwide network of over 3,000 branches, 8,000 ATMs, and a global franchise in about 20 countries. It was not her father's bank. She joined it as a trainee in 1984 and ascended the ranks based on her outstanding merit. She worked on major corporate relationships. She hit all the high financial targets for her, and she built up the most formidable retail branch system in India from scratch. In 2009, she became the bank's youngest ever CEO, and I'm sure Mr. Kamath won't mind me saying so, the most talented leader of the bank. She has built an outstanding and gender-balanced team at the senior level at ICICI, and has that rare talent amongst bankers of being able to know when to grow and when to shrink. She and her organizations are one of the great symbols of success in modern India. Chanda has been awarded the Padma Bhushan and a number of global and media awards, but her influence goes far beyond business and banking, and her enthusiasm and commitment to social issues is exemplary. The ICICI Foundation does tremendous work in literacy and healthcare. Chanda personally has committed herself to leadership development among the youth of India. And we at AIF have been very fortunate to receive their support, in particular for the AIF Clinton Fellowship Program that we are here tonight to celebrate. And so, Chanda, for all of that, and in particular for who you are, it is our privilege and a great honor to present you with the AIF Award.
Good evening. It's indeed my pleasure and an honor to be here today with all of you. I'm really honored by this recognition, and I want to thank the AIF for this. But more than that, I actually want to compliment AIF for the various efforts in social sector development that they've been taking for so many years. And we at ICICI have been very happy to be associated with AIF for many years now. I believe that whatever we do in this area as the ICICI group in India, in a way complements what AIF does. Because we from ICICI, through our ICICI Foundation, really focus on elementary education, primary health, skill creation, skill development, and finally financial inclusion. So, to your point, not only do we not charge usurious rates of interest to those people at the bottom of the pyramid, but actually a bank, which has more than 10 million accounts of this set of bottom of pyramid people, which we call the financial inclusion account. So over and above everything that we do in the large corporate world and in the global scenario, we actually go out there and open these accounts so that we can get these people to participate in the economic development of the country. And these accounts, believe me, have an average bank balance of less than $1 in their account. What we really believe is that through starting a banking relationship, these people then really participate in the economic activity of the country. So we clearly believe that, these initiatives in social sector development really create a huge amount of multiplier effect and really give the opportunity to many millions of people to participate in the economic development of the country. And as we go through these efforts, one thing we have realized is that this running social sector development is different from running a profit-oriented business strategy. And what it requires is really a team of committed, devoted people. And the people who are not just committed and devoted, but also, along with that, have relevant knowledge. And therefore, I think it's very commendable that AIF runs the Clinton Fellowship Program that really develops leaders that can really participate in the social sector development. And I'm sure as you would hear their stories and their experiences later in the evening, you would realize that not only do these people learn through this program, but in a way they create such a positive impact on the NGOs with which they work, and in turn on hundreds and thousands and millions of people to whom the benefits finally percolate. So I think it's keeping that in mind that we have been very happy to be associated with the AIF Clinton Fellowship Program, and even this year we have therefore decided to continue our relationship and commit another $100,000 towards this fellowship program for this year as well. Just since I have a lot of Indian friends here, and I would want to just spend 1 minute to say that what is running on the top of mind of everybody, not just every Indian, but everybody, because I've spent the last 3 days here in US meeting a lot of investors, and they keep asking me what's happening to India. And I just want to say very briefly that many of the challenges you hear about, I don't think we can wish away those challenges. I think many of those challenges are definitely there. But I just want that all of us should keep reminding ourselves that there is also the other part of India which continues to tick, and that is our demographics. That is the young Indian who, whether it's in the rural areas, the semi-urban areas, the urban areas, continues to earn, continues to aspire, continues to consume, and continues to spend. And that domestic consumption gives us that basic resilience, which gives us 7% growth rate. So I think that part of India continues to tick all the time. What we are probably losing out is the other 2 or 3%, which we could really do if we get many of our decision-making, policy-making, executive decision-making things right. But, it's important for all of us to realize that there is the structural part of our economy that continues to do well for us. So the way I believe in looking at the glass half full instead of glass half empty is to say that for most economies, it's possible to correct their structural fundamentals. What we already have is the positive structural fundamentals. What we need to correct is, in fact, something which is in our hands. So that is more possible and more easier to correct. And I'm sure and I'm hopeful that we as a country will sort out some of these issues that we currently have and take the country back to the 9 and 10% growth rates. And as we do that, I'm very sure that AIF, through its various initiatives, will continue to participate and make sure that through the sector development efforts, we make that growth more and more inclusive and which reaches out to millions of people in India. Thank you very much.